Ladies and gents, Tyson Popplestone here from Relaxed Running. Now today I want to go through 5 of the most helpful rules that I've come across when it comes to getting my weekly long run done well. Before we get into that, here's a little bonus one for you. Just carry some toilet paper with you. It's a little hack that is going to save you so much time and trouble. No matter how well you think you got your diet down, it's always better to have some than not. It beats leaves. But with that said, let's get into today's video. Here is 5 of my top keys for enjoying and getting the most out of your Sunday long run. All right, let me start with a personal favorite of mine. I like to get mine done early in the day. The reason for this is because obviously when you're getting into a longer style long run, it takes up a lot of mental energy as well. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the snow with my kids, my family, my wife. Great day. In the back of my mind, I had a 30K long run to do when I got home because I wasn't organized to do it. So naturally, I started that run. I was fatigued. I was tired. I didn't want to be there. It just took so much mental energy to actually get out the door. The flip side of that is when you can do it within an hour or so of waking up, set your alarm, get a little bit of food, have a coffee, actually give yourself an opportunity to get it done first thing. You can go out, enjoy the rest of the day, even if you are slightly fatigued. That's just a personal preference of mine though. The next thing that you actually want to think seriously about is fueling and hydration. Now, when it comes to a long run, these are 2 very important things. Obviously, what you put in your body is going to dictate how your body performs over the course of a long run. Now, there is so much information out there about what it is that you should be following when it comes to your long runs. Personally, I prefer to fuel with carbs. As far as I can tell, from what I can see, still the best in the world are using carbs as their major fuel source, despite the fact that there has been some more recent talk about the benefits of using fat as fuel. If you also enjoy using carbs as a fuel source, I highly recommend you jump across to Precision Fuel and Hydration. I've linked this in the description for you below. They offer an individualized sweat and fueling test for you to figure out what you need roughly over the course of your long run. They also have options for when it comes to race day as well. So rather than me saying, all right, this is what you need at around about this time, jump over there. They'll give you an actual fuel plan based on what it is that you're training for specifically. The third thing I want to talk about is the pacing of the Sunday long run. Now, for most of us as a base phase, the Sunday long run is usually done, if you're looking at heart rate, at around about a zone 2 or 3 throughout the course of the run. Now, zone 2 or 3 is relatively conversational. The benefits of the long run obviously is the time that you're out there on your feet, the aerobic fitness, the cardiovascular benefits that you take. You don't need to be going out there and absolutely smashing it out of the park. Now, the exception to this rule is if you're training for a marathon, even a half marathon, and you want to get used to running with that feeling of fatigue. There's various ways that you can break up the speed throughout the course of a long run. Maybe you'll go out and you'll do 6 or 8Ks worth of marathon pace work, either in one big chunk or in various intervals throughout the run, just to get a little bit of a feel for what that's like running that pace on slightly fatigued legs. For the rest of us, base phase, for the rest of us, every other weekend, you just want to be going out there and getting it done. Some people fall into the trap of trying to make it almost like a race effort the whole way through, and it looks fantastic on Strava. You see the splits, you see the distance. People look at it and they go, oh my gosh, that's intense. And then they go out and train for the rest of the week as they usually would, doing a number of sessions or the harder work, and notice the quality of that work is highly impacted by the intensity of your Sunday long run. So if you are going to be a hero or you are going to inject some faster work into that weekend long run, be very aware of the fact it is going to take a physical toll and you're going to have to back off the intensity and some of the volume for the following week. Okay, but when it comes to distance, what do we do? Well, the truth is a 5K runner doesn't need the same amount of volume as a marathon runner. And so with that being said, we've got to figure out what exactly is it that you're training for? If you're out there and you're training like a marathon runner for the 5K or a 5K runner for the marathon, you're not going to get the benefits that your body requires to see that performance you're desiring on race day. So once you figure out exactly what you're targeting, it's going to help you come up with a plan as you move through your actual training load. If you need some help with this, jump over to Relaxed Running. We've got a variety of training plans available, which is going to help you navigate your way through this question based on the fitness that you're at, the speed that you're aiming for, the event that you're training for. Beyond just knowing the distance that you're training for, you want to know how the progress of that training load for the long run should look as you get closer to the event. If you're a marathon runner, you're not going to be running 35 to 40K every single week for a 16-week period leading up to it. You want to build your body up to a capacity where it can handle some slightly longer volume with some little bits of pace injected in, depending on the level that you're running at, just to get your body used to it. But the first thing that you've got to figure out is exactly what you're training for and work backwards from there. Another little personal favorite thing of mine is to know exactly where it is that I'm going to go on that run. Sure, from time to time, it can be nice just to guess your way through and make up laps and twists and turns throughout the course of the run, but sometimes that can make what is already a long run feel as though it's never going to end. So one thing I like to do, particularly if I'm in a new area, don't really know where the trails or the good courses to run are, is to jump on Google or to jump on some forums and find out where the good, most enjoyable runs in that particular area are. If you can get a loop scheduled or an out and back course scheduled, going into the run knowing exactly what it is that you're about to embark on is very helpful. It takes away some of the guesswork. It allows you to switch off and just focus on the running at hand. The truth is, when it comes to long runs, there are so many little personal tweaks that people like to focus on. Would love to hear what you guys find super valuable when it comes to planning your own Sunday long run. These were just a few of mine. Shoot yours in the comment section below. For everything else from Relax Running, jump across to relaxrunning.com. But until then, happy training, and I'll see you all again next week.